Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Content and Links. And today I want to talk to you about the land and expand strategy for keyword research and SEO. So, one thing that is increasingly prevalent in SEO, and as it should be, is the idea of topics rather than keywords. And one thing the reason that is the case is because Google is getting increasingly smarter about understanding what an article is about and how it crosses over to many different keywords. So, many people are trying to solve for the topic rather than a solo keyword as they had in the past. Of course, this makes sense, but that doesn't mean we should completely ignore the fact of the value of keywords and the subsegmentation that can happen around topics. So in practice, one thing I suggest you do is if you have an article that is ranking very well for something that has a lot of keywords, there's a potential opportunity to functionally get those good rankings at the top section for probably whatever that main focus was of that topic, and then drill down underneath that and look at the many keywords that's ranking for and see if there's actually other opportunity to build subsequent articles off of that. So Ahrefs in particular is a great tool to actually uncover this. So if I go to creditcards.com and I look at their article on how to cancel a credit card without hurting your score, I see this article is performing quite well, 22,000 visitors a month and 3,000 organic keywords. This is probably a good range of keywords to look at for the reality that there might be opportunity on top of this. So if you go to the keyword section specifically for this article, you will see the master list of every single keyword this ranks for. And what you can leverage this for is actually to see what this site is relevant for and ranking pretty solidly for without being optimized at all or relatively well at all for, which means we can look at this list, see what's ranking in the 25 to 50-ish range, which probably means it's not going to be ranking well anytime soon for that article, but is still somewhat relevant for it, which means if we build a new article that is accurately targeted at it, we'll probably be way more successful and actually rank really well, capture that additional opportunity without cannibalizing the other article. So an example of this is we look at this how to cancel a credit card section. You go to their section on rankings, you go from around, I say 25 to 50 is a good starting point to say what position the keywords are ranking for, which means they're not ranking very well. You go there and then you sort by volume. So this is a good way to find low-hanging fruit of higher opportunity. And if I do this and I scroll down, one of the first articles I see that potentially creditcards.com could create is how to close a Chase account. So they rank 25 for that, and as of this shooting, and 1,400 searches. This article on how to cancel a credit card is not that relevant for how to close a Chase account, but it could still be relevant for creditcards.com if that path actually results in someone signing up for a credit card in some way, a decent percentage of the time, which I imagine it might as a decent argument, or at least from a top funnel perspective, that can make sense. So you can see how simply looking at this list, you'll kind of uncover new keywords and topics that you might not have easily done. So if I'm creditcards.com, I might have just done searches like credit cards, phrase match, or looked at competitors, and I probably would have missed how to close a Chase account because of the disconnect. So you can look through this list, see what makes sense to build a subsequent article for, and be quite successful. So as another example of this in action, we can see their business credit card page, which is also ranking quite well for the main term business credit card, and it has 3,300 keywords it's ranking for as well. Performing quite well, super high traffic value, kudos to them. And if you do the same process, look for keywords ranking 25 to 50, sort by volume. We can then look through this and see what might make sense to build another page for. So I see two specific examples off the bat that this page will not rank for pretty quickly, and it probably makes sense to make another page for. One is how to get business credit. This is more of a how-to article rather than best credit cards. It's not really the same intent, and that's probably why they're ranking in the 20-ish range for this article right now. And so if you do this search, they could easily build this. It is super relevant for them and probably high value as well. And they can surely rank for that with a new how-to type article that they create. And then the other one that's a good example is Best Small Business Bank. if they have lead gen affiliate relationships set up for this, they can kind of create that setup and build a whole new article on the best small business bank and be able to rank for that and have the authority. Clearly they do, because they're showing up for an article like this already in that 20-ish range. So hopefully this example and these set of examples give you some new ways of thinking about keyword opportunity and content opportunity through the land and expand strategy. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know what you thought of it in the comments. Thanks for watching.